Hey guys, be sure to do V.N.N Nerds back again. And last time we did numbers 11 to 7 in the top 11 Nintendo games of my opinion. In my opinion, sorry. And we're going to continue that. Why top 11? Because I like to go one step beyond. Yes, I took that from Nostalgia Critic because he's not doing videos like that anymore. So, yes. Why top 11? Because I like to go one step beyond. This is numbers 6 to 1 of the top 11 Nintendo games in my opinion. Number 6, Kid Icarus Uprising. This game basically took a character we loved, Pit, from the original Kid Icarus game, and basically gave him a 3D look. It gave him a retake on his weapons. It brought back Medusa. It brought back everything. You actually got an upgrade to your bow. You got extra weapons. You got to fly around fast skies. Instead of being a regular side-scroller, it was more or less a world-based thing. And everyone loved that about the game. Kid Icarus Uprising gave us a new take on one of our favorite characters. And that's why Kid Icarus Uprising deserves the number 6 spot on this list. Number 5, Pokemon Colosseum. This game basically took Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald to the big screen, kind of. It basically gave us our original Pokemon Stadium graphics, but basically gave Pokemon Stadium a storyline. Give it an important storyline. It tied in. It basically gave us a whole new set of enemies, a whole new region, a whole new story, whole new characters, a whole new reason to catch Pokemon. It had memorable times. I've beaten the game, almost. I got to the final stage. I've beaten the game almost. I know people who have beaten the game. Honestly, it's really difficult to get all the Shadow Pokemon in the game, and then to go after Ho-Oh at the end, the only regular Pokemon you can actually catch, and it's just insane. But anyway, it's the first time that Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald's gaming concept has actually been taken to the big screen, and it has used Pokemon Stadium's graphics. Everyone loved Pokemon Stadium for the N64. I know I did. And that's why Pokemon Colosseum gets a spot on this list. Pokemon Emerald. Okay, I know people are stickler about this. People like the second generation a little bit more. But me and a vast number of the Pokemon gaming and Pokemon in general community enjoyed the third generation a lot more. And Pokemon Colosseum tied together Ruby and Sapphire. Not Pokemon Colosseum, sorry. Pokemon Emerald tied in Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. It gave us a combination of our enemies. It gave us a combination of a bunch of things. Oh, hi Dad. Anyway. Anyway.
Sarah's coming in here very shortly.
Okay. It gave us a huge number of tie-ins. It gave us basically changes to our storyline. And there is no complaining about that, really. And that's why Emerald gets a spot on this list. Number 3, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Takes a lot of our lovable characters from most of our Nintendo and some of our Sega games, like Sonic and Shadow. Sonic's awesome. Don't diss him. He's awesome. But yeah, it gave us a chance to play with a lot of our lovable characters. Some of the characters who were even in the original Super Smash Bros. Game, which is our profile picture on our Facebook site. So yeah, go check out our Facebook site. Anyway, it gave us a chance to play as a lot of our lovable characters, play at a lot of memorable locations. And honestly, it's just awesome to beat the crap out of Pikachu and Mario at the same time as Link. That's why Super Smash Bros. Brawl gets the number 3 spot on this list. Number 2, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Wind Waker was basically the Zelda game that everybody has played. Everybody has beaten at least 2 times, if not 3. Except for me, I haven't beaten it once yet. But And all in all, it gave us a really lovable character. It basically introduced Toon Link. It introduced Tetra. It introduced the King of Red Lions. It gave us a whole new version of Hyrule. Basically, in the story, Hyrule has sunken under the water. And this is a new version of Link who's living on an island above the water. And he's basically on an adventure to save Hyrule and raise it out from under the ocean. And at the very end, he beats Ganon by stabbing the Master Sword into his forehead. And then somehow he turns to stone instead of dying. Which doesn't make any sense. But it gave us a cartoon version of Link. A cartoon version of Zelda. A cartoon version of Ganon. And honestly, it was understandable. Everyone. It made sense. It made a lot of sense as to how they tied it together with the original games. You had the original Link's uniform. You had the original Link's shield. You had the sword. You got the Master Sword, which was the original Link's weapon. You got a lot of his stuff. It tied together most of the Zelda games. And it's just a lovely game. That's why Legend of Zelda Wind Waker gets the number 2 spot on this list. And the number 1 Nintendo game, in my opinion, Luigi's Mansion. There's not really much to say on why this game is awesome. It was one of the very first GameCube launch titles. It gave Luigi a purpose. He actually got his own game. He actually has a new one coming out. He's got Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon. He's got his own games. One of them wasn't even his own game. It was more or less an educational game of finding Mario, but you played as Luigi. But the game was called Mario, where Mario's missing. But it was still Luigi's game. Luigi only has 3 games. Mario's missing, Luigi's Mansion, and the upcoming Luigi's Mansion 2, which I think is going to be awesome unless they messed it up. If they miffed it up, I'm going to cry. But anyway, Luigi's Mansion. Where do I begin? Mario's been kidnapped by somebody, and you basically get taken to a mansion where Mario is staying. But you don't know that Mario's been kidnapped. You get a vacuum cleaner, which you use to suck up the ghosts that are haunting this mansion. And basically, you got to beat different stages. You got to beat different things in order to get to the very end of the game and beat Bowser, who has captured Mario and put him inside of a picture. And you've got to defeat Bowser in order to get Mario out of the picture. More or less, it's a time for Mario to prove that he can live on his own. He can survive on his own. He doesn't need Mario. Mario was more or less an accessory in this game. He was more or less, he played the role of Princess Peach, in a way. But anyway, that's besides the point. All in all, Luigi deserved his own game. And he got it with the number 1 game on this list. Luigi's Mansion. Memorable? Yes. Enjoyable? Yes. Fuck yeah, awesome? You bet your life on it. Luigi's Mansion. The number 1 game on this list. And anyway, guys, that is the top 11 Nintendo games in my opinion. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe to my Big Charger 81 account, subscribe to Master 15, subscribe to V.N.N. Subscribe to all of them, guys. Honestly, they're awesome. And honestly, rate this video. I actually like to see how rating works. Anyway, this is Big Charger 81 signing out.